Hey guys, Dave Kincaid here with Alberta Business Grants. The purpose of the video this week is for entrepreneurs who are looking to hire someone to get a grant, or also known as a wage subsidy, for an employee. Now, the way the government often goes about this is through something that I call grant delivery agents. And that is, there's the government, there's the business, but the government's not large enough, believe it or not, to give out all of the money to, or have the skills perhaps, to give out the money to business owners who want to hire people. So what they do is they use another organization, what I'm calling a grant delivery agent, to allocate those funds to businesses. Now, if you're the business looking to get a wage subsidy or a grant for your employee, it's super confusing, because what happens is you'll type, the typical entrepreneur will type grant for employee or wage subsidy. But because the grant is going through another organization to businesses, it's like almost impossible to find. It's always been a challenge for me. But recently I came across finally a website that kind of explains this in detail. And I'm going to take you through that right now. So let's just jump in and I'll walk you through this. Okay, now typically what happens is there will be a government website where you can search for grants. And now we're on Employment and Social Development Canada, which is a federal site that has a lot of grants for employees. Now, normally what they do is they list it like this. Hey, here's the funding program. It's open or closed. And, there's some there that are open and closed. It's okay. Like, that's kind of intuitively what you would expect the government to do. But often, as I mentioned, there's too many. The bureaucrats don't have the expertise nor the employee size to allocate all of the wage subsidy grants to entrepreneurs. So they rely on these things called delivery agents. Well, if you flip over here to the right side of the screen, I came across this, which I thought super cool. It shows you how this works. So again, if you want to get a wage subsidy, it will go to, let's just pick one here, University of Alberta. I interviewed them for my YouTube channel, actually. So if you go on there, they have a wage subsidy, and they're also super helpful because they help you find the employee. They also help you train the staff, and they'll even have ongoing consultations sometimes for 6 months. So it's super helpful, and they'll give you a wage subsidy. So I just thought that I wanted to show you that today because it's so interesting. I've never found a site that finally kind of gives them more of a complete picture. It's still super confusing, probably, if you're an entrepreneur, to kind of like, oh my gosh, I don't have time to go through this. Well, if you head over to albertabusinessgrants.ca, click the grant search area, and then you can click employment, Alberta, or whatever province you're in, and click find grants, and they all show up right there. I thought that'd be a good lesson for you, because most entrepreneurs, like I said, are always trying to go find employee grant, and it just doesn't work that way. But if you look at it in this context, you can begin to find grants for hiring staff and getting wage subsidies. Hey guys, I hope you found this helpful today, and that you're beginning to understand, if you're an entrepreneur and you want to get a grant to hire someone, you're starting to get your head around that properly. Hey, if you want more videos, feel free to subscribe and like the video. It'll help it grow. And also leave a comment. If there's a question you have in grants, I'd be happy to do a video that will make it easier for you. Thanks, and hope you have a great day.